DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy, family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the FL1 Sports Podcast here on FingerLakes1.com. Paul Russo, Jim Senacropi, Kyle Evans here with you. It's crazy to say this line out loud. Week 16 of the NFL is upon us. 3 weeks to go in the regular season, so playoff stuff taking shape. First round of the college football playoff this weekend as well, so a lot of football stuff to get to. Kind of the norm here.
NBA Cup champion.
That's true. Hang the banner for the New York Knicks. Hang the banner.
They're not going to hang a banner, I heard.
Lame.
I wouldn't hang a banner.
Well, no, I wouldn't. It's
Put
the
a small square of banner up there somewhere, but don't hang something.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they haven't won a championship in 50 years. So they got to feel good about something, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is getting bare in MSG, so.
New York sports as a whole, haven't won a championship, and I don't know the exact number.
2009.
But yeah.
Yankees?
Yeah. So that's
Wow, that's
16
a long time.
16 years.
It's a long time
yeah.
for the mecca of the sports world.
Yeah. So that'll happen. I don't know. But
Americans
either
didn't
way.
even win the Ryder Cup in New York.
True.
Jeez.
Well, luckily we're upstate.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that. So
Well, there haven't been any
Yeah.
championships up here.
that's true.
Either 2003 Syracuse.
Factually correct, yes. So, a lot to get to. Thank a couple more of our sponsors, including Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, the Finger Lakes Insurance Agency for your home, auto, or business. You can get a no-obligation quote today at fingerlakesinsurance.com. And GoNet Speed, the future of connection is here, and it's fiber, made for how we live and work today. GoNet Speed fiber is faster and stronger than anything out there. You can check availability in your area as well as plans and pricing at gonetspeed.com and get ready for fast and reliable fiber internet straight to your home. All right. Want to do college football playoff stuff first here really quick and get to the NFL side?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, it's happening, and I'm having a JMU viewing party over my house.
I
for
love
my
that.
daughter and her friend that goes to JMU from town and their families, and I'm going to make tacos. I think.
Yes.
And I don't know. The line went down from 23 to 20.
Yeah, people are taking the JMU with the points, which I do like that side of it. I like it with the points. I don't look in an ideal world, me and my psychopathic ways. I'd love to take them outright. I just don't think that's going to happen.
I'd love to take them with the points, but I don't know if I can bring myself to do it.
Yeah, maybe tease it up a little bit, right?
I don't know, man. It's so hard to gauge.
Mm-hmm.
You got, a top Big Ten school hosting on the other side of the country.
True.
But man, if they could, I think a bit bigger chance of an upset is Tulane.
No, I agree.
With Ole Miss losing their coach and a lot of players not know what's going on for next year and distracted, and Tulane's pretty solid on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Tulane's more intact. Summerall's coaching the game.
Yeah, that's right. JMU's without coach, right?
Yeah. No, I think
Oh, no,
Chesney's coaching as well, yeah. But Ole Miss, I mean, Lane's gone, obviously. Golding's taken over both head coaching and DC stuff. I know Charlie Weiss Jr. is coaching still, offensive coordinator through the playoffs, but still, I brought this up the other day. I'm like, I don't know if Ole Miss's head's in the right spot for this with everything going on. So I don't know, but I do like it's tough. They beat Tulane earlier in the year, pretty well handedly. But I don't know. Stuff changes, right? Obviously, as we know, and I think this is the better spot of an upset with Tulane beating Ole Miss outright than JMU and Oregon.
I agree. I don't think either will happen though.
I think Tulane does happen. I'll plant my flag.
Take those 17.5 points
Yeah.
and run to the bank.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't watch enough college football to have that strong of opinion. I mean, like I haven't seen Tulane play this year. I've seen scores. I guess I've seen Ole Miss a little. I don't remember watching. Maybe early in the season I watched a little Oregon. I've seen a lot of JMU though, but that's when they're playing against Troy or Liberty,
Yeah.
not Oregon.
Yeah. It's they lost to Louisville. They kept it close with Louisville.
Yep.
I don't think Louisville's on the same plane as Oregon, but you know, who knows? Tulane's been one of the funner teams to watch. I've watched a few different Tulane games this year. They handled business against the
still play in
teams
the
they're supposed
Superdome?
to. No, they play on campus.
Okay.
Yeah. So, although the Superdome thing, I'd like to see. Although I don't think it's going to happen now with the way everything shook out with LSU. But I'd love to see that rivalry kind of get reignited. But this is me, college football person, really having a pipe dream. But
So what about the other two games? You got Alabama, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 1.5 point favorite. I got a bet on Oklahoma plus 9,100 to win the national title.
like that.
And I like them here in this one, too. They beat Alabama the last 2 times they played. It's at Oklahoma. Last year, the home team won every game in the first round. You know, and if Oklahoma can win this game, then all of a sudden I have tremendous hedging opportunities.
It's true, you do. I like Oklahoma anyway. Look, they're at home, so this statement kind of doesn't do anything justice here. But defense travels. That's a really good defense. You can make the case it might be the best unit in the
Best
first
defense in the
round.
country.
Yeah, you can make the case it's the best unit overall in the playoff.
Probably 50th best offense, though.
Yeah, that's the issue. But that being said, I have more question marks surrounding Alabama right now. I know Oklahoma's offense has struggled since Mateer came back from an injury, but Ty Simpson has not looked great, and that offense has.
Even be in the playoffs, right?
That's
If they weren't Alabama.
That's my opinion.
If
I
they
agree
were
with
Georgia
it.
Tech or
Yeah.
somebody else with that resume,
I agree.
or even another SEC team.
Yeah. But that offense has been leaking oil for weeks now, to probably put it nicely. And
Go Sooners.
I think he stays. I don't think this is like whatever, but I think it's tough in a lot of cases for guys to ignore noise, and Kalen DeBoer to Michigan is a narrative that people have out there, despite him kind of squashing it. But I don't know. Alabama boosters are psychotic, so who knows?
I'd love to see Oklahoma win that game. Obviously for personal financial reasons, but also because I would just like to see it.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Alabama.
And then the game that kicks everything off on Saturday, Miami at Texas Tech.
Texas
Or
Tech,
Texas
lock of the
A&M.
week.
I
Texas
said
A&M,
A&M,
lock of the
yeah.
week. Lock of the
Yeah,
week? Miami
I'm
doesn't. Even,
going to go yes.
Miami
Yeah.
shouldn't even be in the playoffs. The ACC's a joke, and they're going to be exposed like they have been traditionally the past few years. Texas A&M's going to. I think they might spank them.
Yeah, it's weird how it's like every other game I feel like I can give you certain points where the team that I'm picking to win that game, that's the reason why they're going to win. I can't do that necessarily in this game. A lot of it is
Aggies are home.
Yeah, but a lot of it's just more like I can't trust Miami to do the job. Like,
Of course not.
Carson Beck, Carson Beck is Carson Beck. Like, I don't know. I don't
Last
trust.
league. Well, Carson Beck won the national championship for Georgia.
So did Stetson Bennett.
I'm just saying that I don't. Carson Beck's the one thing that might give me a little bit of hope that Miami could win, but
for me, it's not even him. I think the best player on the field is actually for Miami with Malachi Toney, wide receiver freshman. That's a name that if you can do dynasty leagues and such in fantasy this way, go ahead and stash him now if you can. But I don't trust Mario Cristobal to make decisions in a good manner when it matters most, and it's just one of those things where I feel like the Miami side of things just has too much stacked against them to overcome.
they couldn't navigate the regular season to get themselves in a position where they can win the ACC, and so now you think they're going to advance in the college football playoffs. I think they'll be exposed. I don't know much about Texas A&M either. I just know that the conference they're from and the conference that the ACC, that Miami's from, and that's all I need to know. Now I could be sitting back here next week, and I actually would be rooting for Miami, but That's the one game I feel best about.
Yeah, I agree.
Saying that -3.5 even.
Yeah, I think Elko's. If he's not the best coach in the playoff, he's probably the second best coach in the playoff. A&M's head coach, and he'll have those guys ready. Marcel Reed's a good quarterback. He had a rough final couple of weeks there, but I still think I would take him over Beck without any doubt. And it's kind of funny. There's a little bit of a discussion about how it's 11 a.m. kickoff locally, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a lot of teams in that Central Time Zone kick off at that time anyway. So. Deal with it. That's all I got for that argument. So,
anyways, it should be fun to see some win in advance or lose and go home football at the D1 level.
Yeah, and finally,
CS level,
kind of moved past. I think what's been a rough couple weeks here in terms of college football talk for a lot of people.
Only because of Notre Dame fans.
Well, it's more than yes, but it's also more than just them. You had people saying there was like a safety element with having James Madison play Oregon and stuff like that, and it's just
ridiculous.
It's just stupid. And furthermore, you got guys like Klatt saying like March Madness is stupid because nobody wants a Cinderella team to win, and here we are. We'll be kind of crazy to say this part out loud, but we're coming up on the 20-year anniversary of George Mason making the Final Four this upcoming spring.
Jeez.
The fact that we're still talking about that right now should tell you all you need to know in my mind. So,
well, Cinderellas are more likely in a 40-minute basketball game than they are in a college football game, but nonetheless.
No, I'm just saying though, it's the base of his argument being nobody wants a Cinderella. It's stupid. It's just it's stupid. Like we talk about them years on. Nobody's really talking about the Texas team that beat USC in 2006, right?
Yeah, it was like Vince Young.
Yeah. So tells you all you need to know in my mind. All right. NBA Cup, Knicks win. You kind of mentioned that a little bit, Jim, but I don't look. I'm over the NBA Cup overall. I don't know.
Yeah, I did. I was stunned that the Thunder didn't win it all.
Yeah.
The Spurs. At the end of the day, they just don't have enough. But they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
And the Knicks, I hate watch the Knicks, so I'm not thrilled by the result.
One game, like if the NBA Cup was decided by a 5-game or 7-game series, then the Thunder probably would have won, and the Knicks probably wouldn't have won.
Yep.
But
the Thunder would have gotten there first, and if we listened to me last week about that, my bad.
So I get the FanDuel 50% profit boost for the NBA Cup final. So I just took the Knicks on the money line. They were like 2.5-point favorites, and made some money. Like you got to take advantage of those profit boosts, or those promotions that these sports books run. I mean, that shifts the advantage back in your favor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have bet it. I wouldn't have just bet it straight up. But if you're going to offer me a 50% profit boost, I'll take the favorite on the money line and boost it. And I made myself, I think I put $20 on it, made like, 46 or 47?
Yeah, so I mean, you essentially got a little bit over the even line. So it's tough to beat stuff like that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I say look out for that stuff. And even if you don't know a lot about the sport, if they're offering you a 50% boost, just pick a side and put the boost on there.
Yeah, don't hate it. I don't know. What do we think about the cup going forward, Kyle, at this point? I don't know. I'm kind of out on it. This is going to be my old man yells at cloud maybe take. I don't know, but like how it interrupts the regular season, how frankly still like nobody cares. Nobody knows how really this 5-game thing works to qualify for it. I don't know.
Ban it.
Ban it.
Yeah, get rid of it. I mean, what is the point of it?
I like it.
No one loves just winning an in-season little trophy for winning a tournament.
The regular season's so bad in the NBA. Why not? Some people go to Vegas. I wouldn't have cared at all, but I did at least follow it. But it doesn't mean anything. But it's better than just a regular slate of NBA regular season games where guys are sitting out. And
it's fair. I don't know. My thought on it is if you want to keep it, and this is going to be a little bit sacrilegious here, how I'm going to phrase it, but if you're going to keep it and have it be where it's an exhibition game, quote unquote, anyway, this championship game on it, why wouldn't you pick a day where not necessarily nothing else is going on, but like you're the NBA, why not do it like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, have your championship be that day and be more
Yeah, I don't mind
whatever.
that idea.
I don't know.
Maybe the players want to be home for Christmas, but they're already playing on Christmas anyways. Or actually, the NBA has a lineup of games on Christmas,
Yeah.
right? So who knows? Whatever, man. The NBA's I'm not a fan.
You can't fix the NBA, really.
It's true.
No, the best way to fix it would be to change the regular season from 62 or 82 games to 42 games. Then every game would mean more.
And make a rule so these guys can't just keep sitting all the time.
Yeah, well, I don't think they would if they were playing half the games, right?
I mean, I don't know. I'd still,
I don't know. I still think they probably would because of all they had.
yeah, it goes my adage, I feel like, about baseball, where it's like you can put in a salary cap, but the cheap owners are still going to be cheap. So NBA teams, I think, will still find a way to sit guys or
Well,
do
guess
whatever.
what? When you're playing 42 games, every loss it hurts you that much more.
It's true.
So you want to sit them, go ahead, but
Yeah.
there would be no need to sit if you're playing 42 games. There's less wear and tear.
True.
Not good for the lifetime career stats of the game, but you know what? It would every regular season game would mean so much more.
I mean, I'd much rather them do, and this obviously gets in the way of money, so it won't happen. But like, I'd much rather them see them do like a 70-game regular season of sort. You get rid of a couple of the back-to-backs that I think you
that'll
can.
be a start.
I think you can appease the players and whatever for the safety or health element of it. I don't know. And you get probably a much more intense, quote unquote, throughout regular season. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's 70. 70's still a lot of games.
Yeah.
Just look at the college basketball, how much more important the regular season games are. They're playing 28 to 30 games.
Yeah. Usually by the time it shakes out, it's about 30.
Not counting conference tournaments and all that.
Well, sometimes that's including. I think outside of conference tournament, it sits at like, I want to say 26-ish.
It'll never happen anyways because they need the gate from the ticket sales
Yeah.
to, and the TV rights and all that. They need all those games so they can pay the players the ridiculous salaries that they get.
All right, I decided to go into the history side of things here for the NBA really quickly. The 82-game regular season has been around since the 1967-68 season. And before that, it varied between 80 and 81 until then. So
It's always been this.
yeah, it's always just been insane, I guess.
We're talking about expansion now too. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Seattle?
Yeah. Well, as a token child of the 90s in this sense, into the 2000s, I'll believe the Seattle thing when I see it at this point still. It sucks saying it that way, but like they've been saying the Seattle thing now since like 2012 and we still have yet to see it, so
Anyways, yeah, I like that.
yeah,
What are you going to do? NBA's broken. It ain't going to get fixed.
true.
Wake me up for the conference final series.
There you go. That's when it gets exciting. All right,
In June.
that's true. Speaking of exciting, let's take a look at our bets from last week.
No, it's not exciting.
Are you sure?
1 and
Yeah.
3 again, or 1 and 2 again.
Well, you're wrong,
No, I
Jim, because
did.
you went 2-1 and won the week.
I forgot the
By-
San Francisco game.
By the grit of I don't know what side of San Francisco you want to call it, but yeah, our link togetherness here just did not do well by any means, and yeah, just misery.
Yeah, unbelievable. The Panthers, right? Unbelievable.
Yeah,
They needed the game.
and now they go into this week and essentially
Underdogs
is it must win?
Yeah, it's a must win. They're 7-7.
And they're
Well,
pl-
no, the
they're
only reason
playing
why-
them head to head, Bucks and Panthers.
Right, no, that's why I'm asking was
Yeah.
just because okay,
And they're home dogs now, the Panthers.
that's true. That's true.
So listen to this about the 49ers. Tonight, if Seattle beats the Rams, and then 2 weeks from now, for the final week of the season, I believe it's the Seahawks come to the 49ers. And if the 49ers win that game, they already won in Seattle this year.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco could be the number 1 seed in the NFC. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
The
I
NFC
feel like a lot of
West.
people don't even talk about the 49ers.
No, because they were a bad start, a lot of injuries. Now they're healthy.
Even the national media, you brought up a good point. I don't think I've heard anyone mention the 49ers.
It's like you think they were out of the playoffs or something, but they got a chance to be the number 1 seed, and Brock Purdy's healthy. The team as a whole is getting healthy.
It's true.
I don't know. It just seems kind of crazy.
And how about this? I'm looking quickly. They're 6-2 on the road and 4-2 at home. So I guess they're a good road team. So who knows?
Yeah, good coaching.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll never get me to get behind a Shanahan. Can't do it. Nope.
Well, they might make the Super Bowl this year.
Good. He can choke in another one.
I wonder what the odds are.
Hey,
For San Francisco. I mean, if they get the number 1 seed, they got their home
give me
through the Super Bowl.
give me a second. I have to get to the thing. I was on
McCaffrey,
present stuff for our picks. I have to get to the futures.
McCaffrey, Kittle, Juwan Jennings.
Oh man, conference winner. There we go. 10-1 for to win the NFC.
Oh, only to win the NFC, huh?
Yeah. And then 22-1 to win the Super Bowl.
Now you're talking.
So
I bet
I don't
you
know.
they're the highest seed of any team that still has a chance to be a 1 seed.
Oh, you're talking odds
Highest
wise?
odds of any team that has a chance to
Oh,
be the Rams.
yeah. Yeah, because the AFC ones are all kind of matriculated above them a little bit.
So, anyway, just something to think about.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Now I have to get back over to this. There we go. All right, Jim, you won the week last week, so you have the choice of going first, deferring, whatever you want to do.
I'll go first.
All right. There we go.
I'm going to go with the Broncos. What's the best line you can get me? I see -3 this morning on FanDuel.
I can get you. Wait a second. That can't be right. Hold on. The best line I can technically get you is actually a +2.
No, that can't be
That
right.
can't be. Okay. Yeah, let me open this up, actually.
But,
Give me a second here.
you know, Denver has proven again and again that they're a legit,
Yeah.
team. They know how to win games. They're at home. Jacksonville has kind of had a little bit of resurgence, but I still don't see anybody really talking about Jacksonville as a true contender to come out of the
Okay.
AFC.
I can get you a -2 because that's actually
that's
also.
that's what I was more thinking. So
Okay.
I got Denver -2 hosting the Jaguars.
Can I take a page out of your book from last week? That is also one of my games. Is Denver -2. So
Sure,
I'm with you.
we're doubling up.
Yeah, I'm with you on that front.
Yeah,
It worked out good last week for
Yeah.
everybody that
Yeah.
had consensus.
Yeah.
well, I'm done following numbers because clearly numbers don't work for me.
True.
So this is gut feeling.
Yeah, got
Rams +1.5.
tonight.
I can get you a +2.
All right.
You're gonna need it.
Ooh.
I feel like Seattle's gonna win tonight.
Really?
I don't like what I saw from their offense last week.
Yeah, I know. I agree with
And
that.
Darnold threw 4 picks in the first matchup against the
Yeah.
Rams. So I don't know. I mean,
So you are looking at numbers.
well, I didn't write any down. Is what I meant. I'm thinking from.
No,
Usually I write a bunch of.
Kyle's seeing ghosts.
It happens when you have a tough stretch.
You are Sam Darnold. That's why you're fading him. I respect it. All right, Jim. Technically, back to you here. So,
Okay. What do you get if you're the Kansas City Chiefs and you don't have Patrick Mahomes? Who are you?
yeah,
I say you're one of the worst teams in the NFL.
yeah.
I mean, so give me the Titans at home +3 hosting the Chiefs, who now have nothing to play for, and Gardner Minshew, which he's serviceable, but I just think the Chiefs aren't going to care. and I think the Titans have been playing better.
Yeah, I can get you a 3.5. So
Take the extra half point in case
Yeah.
it comes down to a last-second field goal.
I like that one too. I didn't make it one of mine, luckily, in this sense. But I think the Titans money line is worth a sprinkle, in all honesty. So
Yeah.
for what it's worth,
I mean, yeah, it's plus 142 on FanDuel.
I can get you a plus 145.
What book?
The Score,
Oh,
which
gotta have too many.
is very weird in New York,
So,
unless they decide to give us money.
well, anyways, yeah, I got the Titans.
All right,
Believe it or not.
I like that. I do like that. Kyle, what you got for your second pick?
Lions minus 6.5 at
Wow.
the Steelers. The Steelers are going to get embarrassed by this Lions
I'm
offense.
on board with that. That's my third pick too. Just to let you know, for the
All right.
second time, I agree with
Aaron,
everything.
Aaron Rodgers is not keeping up with that offense.
Yeah.
Nope. It's typical Steelers, right? Typical Mike Tomlin. So they
Exactly.
won 2 in a row after being, ridden off,
Yep.
and now is the time where they regress.
And the Lions are technically still in it, even though it feels like they're not.
Yeah.
So they're going to be ready to go. At home.
Yeah, there's no problem with the Lions' offense. It's the defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
But even a average defense can, put the brakes on the
Yeah.
Steelers' offense. That's a big line
It is.
for a team that's got a chance to win their division,
Mm-hmm.
and a team that's struggling for their playoff life.
Right.
I think it's that for a reason. I think the Steelers, like Kyle said, are going to get rolled
Yep.
in the Motor City.
Well, my next pick, I'm going to stay on Lake
I
Erie.
should also say before you go this, I won on the Steelers the last 2 weeks.
You have. Yeah.
So I'm totally shifting gears. You got to know when the tide turns.
There's a song about that. You got to know when to hold them,
Oh,
when to
yeah.
fold them.
Well, I ain't folding them. I guess I am. I'm folding.
You're walking away, really, to be
the
fair.
Steelers.
You're walking away, technically, to be fair.
Yeah, walking away from the Steelers for this week.
I'm staying on Lake Erie for this pick. I'm on
Don't
the.
do it.
What do you mean? Don't do it.
I'm kidding. Just do it.
I'm doing the Bills minus 9.5 at Cleveland.
Oh, I thought you were going the other way.
Nah,
You do?
nah.
I don't trust it.
I don't trust the Browns.
I don't either. I just, it's typical. We've seen it out of the Bills. When the bigger the game, the better they play. And this game
That's
is
fair.
not very big.
Well, why are you saying it's not big?
Well, I think it's
Shador.
I think it's big it's bigger for the Bills and the Browns, obviously. But
Do you believe?
I think the Bills will probably win, but I could see it being just an ugly, terrible game. But
I think it's going to be ugly, terrible for the city of Cleveland. Stefanski's going to get fired on the fictitious tarmac for this.
I think the Browns will be able to run the ball.
Mm.
And I predict I don't know what we predicted.
I can't remember.
during the show on Monday, but I would predict maybe a 24-16 victory for the Bills.
It's all right. I'm rolling with that. Kyle, you got one more. So, what do you say?
I'm choosing the blowout of the week.
Oh,
This is a lock of the week. Watch
Texans?
Texans minus 14.5 at the Raiders.
Can you get them under
I'm-
2 touchdowns?
I'm going to be a very sparing person here. I can get you minus 13.5.
That's insane.
I would take it at that. 14.5 scares me, but
And it doesn't matter if Geno Smith is coming back like it's being reported possibly. I mean, this defense against that Raiders offensive line and their offense as a whole, as we've seen every week, 75 yards last week was just against the Eagles, who have not been great.
Yeah.
Texans are great defensively.
Yeah, Texans are probably the hottest team in football.
And they're going to be home.
Yep.
And the
So-
Raiders are the worst team in football, hands down, right?
Yeah.
So good luck. Raiders are going to get blown out.
That's such a big line.
Well, my final pick is not such a big line, but I can't believe I'm going back to this well. They've burned me the past couple. Well, they burned me last week.
Saints, Jets?
No. I'm taking the Bengals minus 3.5 at Miami. Miami, Tua is now the emergency third stringer. Quinn Ewers is a starter. Horns down.
I don't mind that pick.
I think the Bengals, again, you want to talk about a team with nothing to play for. Depends upon who you ask, right? Zach Taylor might be coaching for his job here at this point.
But what if Joe isn't having fun? Remember that quote?
He's in Miami. He better be having fun. I'd be having fun if I were in Miami. I can tell you that much.
I'm surprised nobody wanted any action on the Packers-Bears game. Bears plus 1.5 at home. The Packers just lost Micah Parsons. I mean, I like the Bears.
All you need to know about that game, and this is why I didn't take it,
Historically,
is the best available line for both teams is plus 1.5. So
historically, the Packers own the Bears, but all things come to an end, and
Yeah.
a lot of people have been underestimating the Bears all season long.
it could be the Gary, Indiana Bears before too long.
The Rashawn Gary
No.
Packers.
It's the Bears announced yesterday because why would you ever do this in the middle of your best season in a decade plus
Looking at building a stadium in Indiana.
in Northwest Indiana because all options in and around Chicago have been exhausted, quote unquote. So
That's probably just
they're doing the
leverage play.
they're doing the Commanders option of things and going to Maryland.
It's probably just a leverage play.
Maybe.
What they want.
But I too, as somebody who frequented going through there a lot growing up because of family and stuff, I am going to be really excited for the Gary, Indiana Bears eventually.
So what about the Chargers-Cowboys? Cowboys minus 2.5. Hosting the Chargers.
I'm actually taking the Cowboys if I had to pick.
The Cowboys too as well.
I guess I'm on the island. I'm going Chargers. If you had to make me pick, I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, it's typical Cowboys. Like all year long, we're thinking, man, this team's got a great roster. Look at what they can do. And then they from as soon as they look like they finally got it together, they shit all over themselves.
Yeah.
And so last week they shit all over themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the week where they start to probably look a little better.
Right.
And are they mathematically eliminated?
The Cowboys?
I don't think so. I think one Eagles win would do it.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not
Oh
eliminated.
yeah, no, they will know going into that game because the Eagles play Saturday night.
Okay.
That's right.
What about Ravens, Patriots?
Pats.
I like the Ravens. I do. This Patriots don't have that much to play for. Imagine if Henderson wasn't able to run the ball, have those 3 big runs last week against the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
They had nothing else.
Yeah.
And so I think they're going to not be able to run the ball as easily against Baltimore. And I don't know. I like Baltimore in that one, even given the 2.5.
I'm a Ravens hater, but I think I'd go Baltimore too. They're going to see the Steelers get blown out by the Lions. They're going to be like, all right, let's go win the North. They're going to come out Sunday night at home and really pound it on the Patriots. Not blow them out, but I mean, like, they're going to run the ball. They're going to be physical.
Patriots are starting to get exposed. Unfortunately, that win by the Ravens won't help the Bills.
You mentioned it last week. The quarterbacks the Patriots have beaten this year, and I didn't even realize it. And you named all of them. And it's just funny.
Mayfield was the best one.
No, the win would help the Bills.
No, the only if Miami or the Jets.
Yeah, the Bills need a divisional loss by the Patriots because they'll have a better divisional record.
Yeah, okay.
No matter what, it would be nice if they lost. It would be nice if they
I'm
lost
just saying
2 of 3.
I'm just saying you need them to lose this game anyway to get to that spot. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would, but still, no matter what, the Patriots have to lose again then, because the divisional record. Yeah. So if they lose 2 of 3, then yeah, it really helps the Bills. But they're not gonna.
Fair. Yeah, true. Jets Saints.
I'm on the Saints bandwagon after the last 2 weeks. Minus 4.5 at home against the Jets.
Don't do me. I'm going Jets too, actually, in this.
Because the NFL's stupid.
No.
Brady Cook.
Well, yes, but no. New Orleans do you see who they've got? They're drugging out to play running back this week, potentially.
Naheem Hines.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Neal got hurt last week.
Yeah,
his backup got hurt last
NFL
week.
Backfield to run the ball. I'm my opinion.
I don't know about all that.
Well, I think there's better running backs and worse running backs, but I think that if you get a guy who is good enough college running back to play in the NFL, you can throw him behind any NFL offensive line and they can be productive.
Including Taysom Hill.
Right.
He's a quarterback.
You love him.
No.
I know. I was just messing.
Yeah, the Taysom Hill thing. It was
But
old.
the game of the week.
It was old when it first happened.
The game of the week might be tonight. I mean, it's for the
Yeah,
it's no
oh,
doubt.
it's for the number 1 seed,
It's stupid to have it on Thursday night.
divisional,
It is.
number 1 in the NFC West.
Yep.
But hopefully it's not a weird game. Because those Thursday night games sometimes are freaking weird.
It's true.
It's a really, really good one.
Speaking of the 49ers, as we did off the top, at the Colts plus 6.5 at home. The team that everybody picked to have the MVP of the season and to be the number 1 seed in the AFC is now getting plus 6.5 at home to the 49ers. I'm not touching it.
Nah.
The Colts still got Jonathan Taylor,
Yeah.
who can break off a touchdown from anywhere on the field.
And FanDuel has it now at 5.5. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that either.
If it somehow got under a field goal, I'd probably like the 49ers, but
I think I don't know. I don't know. Dare I say 49ers?
yeah.
Why not?
Hey, I just made a great case for the 49ers, so why shouldn't they be able to win by a touchdown against a struggling Colts team? Speaking of struggling teams, Falcons minus 2.5 at the Cardinals.
Oh, I'm not touching any part of that game.
Me neither. Me
That-
neither.
No, that's the game of stupidity right there. Like, something dumb's happening in that game.
Like the Cardinals winning the game outright.
Yeah.
Or, we see
Anything.
a player have 3 turnovers in 1 possession type thing like this. No, I'm not. No.
Remember when the Falcons blew out the Bills?
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
so stupid.
That's why you don't trust Atlanta at all. So,
Unless they're the Braves.
even then.
Oh, you got like the Braves franchise, don't you? They're the most consistently good franchises in all of sports.
If you think how I feel about the Steelers, how do you think I feel about the Braves? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Most overrated run in sports history might be them winning the division title for 14 straight years. All he could get was 1 World Series out of it. 1?
Yeah, man, baseball's tough. I'm not a Braves fan or anything, but I'm just saying you gotta respect the quality of their franchise.
You're right. I would take 4 Greg Maddixes in my rotation and 1 Pedro Martinez, just to make it weird.
John Schmaltz,
No, no.
John Rocker,
No, but for a different reason altogether.
Rollers.
No, Tom Glavine. Come on.
Yeah, Glavine. I was going into the bullpen, but yeah,
That's fair.
Glavine, Schmaltz, Maddox. Not bad when they had that going on.
Who was the other lefty in there? I'm drawing a blank.
He's going back.
Well, one of my takes is Schmaltz is one of the more overrated pitchers, but it's whatever.
Good golfer.
I'm not a Schmaltz guy, clearly. Kyle's not a Schmaltz guy either.
Definitely not broadcasting games.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, so. Yeah, is he still scratched technically, or I don't know. There's a few of them that are just insane. But either way. Is there golf this weekend, or are they... I know this past couple weeks has been, like all Q school and
No,
chaos.
no golf. It's
No golf.
Not until in the Century Tournament Champions isn't happening because of the drought or water issues at Kapalua. So the first tournament will be the Sony Open, which is, I believe, the week of January 15th.
Oof.
Are you thinking of Terry Mulholland?
No.
Bruce Chen?
No, it's a lefty. Definitely not Bruce Chen.
Kevin Millwood?
No. He was a young guy.
Dallas Perez?
Lefty starter, Atlanta Braves.
Rudy Sanchez?
No. No, it was back like in their 90s run.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
I always forget it. Steve Avery.
Oh, yeah, okay, good call.
There it is. Only took me having to Google like whatever, but I got there. So
Imagine being me in 1996, growing up a Yankees fan, having just very, very vague memories of their World Series in I think it was 1980.
70, no. Well,
79.
78 was the last year they won it before 96.
Well, they lost to the Dodgers in 80.
Yes.
anyways, growing up through the entire Don Mattingly era,
Oh no, 81. They lost in 81 to the Dodgers.
I grew up during the entire Don Mattingly era. Dave Winfield, Willie Randolph. Like I loved that team, but they were not good.
Ricky.
They were not good.
Yeah.
And then in '96, they were down to the Braves, and I think it was '96, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And that last game when Wetland closed them out, I mean that was one of the greatest sports memories. And then
Well, we could get back
as the
there.
years went on, I started to care less and less, a little less and less, and that happened during the A-Rod era. A team that was so much fun to like and root for, that finally broke through, then became a juggernaut, and the money contracts started flying, and when A-Rod came to town, I just couldn't root for him as hard as I did before.
Yeah, that'll happen. And that's why they're the evil empire. So
Well,
I don't know. I blame Steinbrenner.
hot stove action. Well, there's one of the Yankees relievers now going to the Mets.
Yeah, it's actually two, Devin Williams and Luke Weaver.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's kind of funny that there's been 7 Yankees in the last 2 years
Yeah.
that have went from the Yankees to the Mets.
I know.
But obviously the Mets have an
Buy a
owner.
new house.
The Mets have an owner, obviously, though, that is a billionaire and is willing to spend where the Yankees aren't willing to go.
But meanwhile, while those Yankees are coming out of the Mets rosters, Edgardo Alfonso are
Now that's a name.
they're trading away their good players.
Yeah, I mean, Pete Alonso,
Alonso.
Edwin Diaz.
Yep.
But I still think these moves have helped kind of like get them back to where they were, though.
Yeah, Juan Soto should still be a Yankee, right?
Yeah, I think if the owner, Hal Steinbrenner, went a little more, maybe it does get accepted. But Steve Cohen outbids the Yankees.
And the Dodgers outbid them all.
Yep.
And the Dodgers will probably win another World Series next year.
Yeah, they're going to get several more players still probably here soon. Kyle Tucker.
Every star player that comes up is a possibility. You hear the Dodgers are looking at them. And the best players from Japan that are coming over, Dodgers get all of them.
Yep. And they love the weather. They love that they can go live in the hills, Beverly Hills, Hollywood Hills. They don't want to go to New York and live in the city.
Sleepwalk through the regular season, then win another World Series. While the Yankees just have become a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not winning anytime soon.
Baseball's weird, though. You never know.
You do never know. You need to somehow catch that little bit of chemistry that the good teams do. But I think the Dodgers have it where they really just don't care, and then when it's time to care, they're ready to go.
Yep.
Hot stove is staying hot.
You know,
Will be
and
interesting
how are
to
the
see.
Sabres doing?
They've made it up to 26th place.
Hold on, that's not the biggest news of the week involving them.
They fired their GM Kevin Adams after 5 years of
Ineptitude.
it's their 4th GM since their playoff drought. So they switch coaches and GMs every few years, and the same thing continues to happen. But we'll see about this GM. This is their first GM they've hired with prior experience.
That helps.
Let that sink in. So we'll see what happens. He spent 8 years in Columbus, but they are only 32 games in. It's an 82-game season. You got 50 left. I mean, anything can happen.
Right.
Trade deadline still ahead. I mean, so I don't know. Maybe
In it, though, at Christmas, which is something that hasn't happened in a while.
they're 6 points out of a playoff spot. So string together a couple more wins. They are on a 3-game win streak. But they play tonight at home, homestand. String together a couple more wins, and all of a sudden they may be a point out, 2 points out, and they're back in it. So yeah, but if they don't, it's going on 15 years. It's hard to believe.
It really is.
Only the Jets with a longer playoff drought.
Before we get out of here,
Yeah.
we need to talk about Syracuse basketball.
Yeah, I was at pickup last night, so I didn't see anything from last night.
Well, it was a
But,
stupid game. Mercyhurst with Bernard Blunt III, who's a local kid.
Yeah.
He was Mercyhurst's best player. He played pretty good, but they were tiny. It looked like Syracuse was scrimmaging a D3 school, and they were always up, between 12 and 20 points all game long, but they could never put them away. In the second half, they might have even lost the second half. I think they were up 16 at half, and they ended up winning by 12 or 13. I think they lost the second half.
Yeah, they got bored, I guess.
Yeah, they didn't. Not a ton of effort. A lot of sloppy turnovers. It was not a great way to bounce back after losing to Hofstra. And one thing I like about Syracuse is we don't generally fire coaches. I mean, look what happened when they finally did and got rid of Pasqualoni.
Mm-hmm.
The program went straight downhill, and it hasn't really recovered since, other than certain.
Can confirm they lost the second half yesterday.
They did lose.
Yep.
Yeah, to Mercyhurst.
Yep.
The talent on the roster is fine. I went to school with Adrian Autry. We didn't hang out, but I did take the bus from South Campus with him one semester every Tuesday, Thursday.
Humble brag.
But we're the same age, and he was never a head coach. I feel like I'm at getting towards the downside of my career.
Mm-hmm.
He's never been a head coach until this run. After 50 years old, and I hate to say it. I don't know if he's the right guy. I just don't know if he's the right guy.
Yeah, it's honestly one of my biggest. Well, I don't want to make it sound like I have multiple lists of issues, but one of the problems I do have with Syracuse athletics is they tend to keep it in the family, and
I don't mind
there's
that, though.
there's nothing, but right, there's nothing wrong with it, but Gary Gate was a head coach before, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Autry's been a career assistant.
Yeah.
Not only for Syracuse, but a lot of other places.
Yeah.
Starting at a local high school and then Virginia Tech for a while.
Right.
I love the guy as a former player and everything. I just don't know if he's the best coach. He obviously can build a roster, right?
Yeah, and I know for what I'm about to say, it's going to be well, you're just saying that because of the way the season is right now. But that's why if they were going to do the in-house hire, you're better off going GMAC probably.
Yeah, look, Siena lost last night to go to 9-3.
Yeah,
everybody was saying that because Siena got off to a good start, but I kind of would prefer GMAC too. I don't, but at the time, he would have leapfrogged Autry in terms of pecking order, I guess. But I just wonder whatever happened to old Mike Hopkins.
Yeah,
if you want to stay in house,
he's in the NBA somewhere right now. I think Detroit, maybe.
He and in his defense, in the defense of not hiring him, he didn't do that great when he was at Washington.
He had 1 or 2 years. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's player. Hopkins is he's an assistant coach and head of player development for the Pelicans, which he might be becoming available again then.
Yeah, he just sounds like he'd be perpetually available.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I hate to say it, when the season started, even as bad as it's been last year. This is Autry's third year.
Yeah.
I was I love this roster he's put together. We saw how they played against Houston. But my patience, I guess, is wearing thin. That loss to Hofstra was just typical.
Yeah.
Just typical. We're in a position after that Tennessee win where we can win our 5 games before the ACC season starts and then finish above 500 in the ACC, and we're probably in the dance.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to lose at home to Hofstra.
The Hofstra thing is interesting because
not bad.
It does fit the typical Syracuse loss, as I call it.
Yeah.
As we've come accustomed to. Hofstra, look, let's not get it twisted, to be fair. What we're going to say. By all metrics, Hofstra is a top 150 team in the country. They're the odds-on favorite to make the tournament out of the CAA. That being said,
we're Syracuse.
No, that's what I'm getting at.
And they came to
that
the
being
Dome,
said, yeah,
and we let them out with a win. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And we ever want to return to the type of national prominence that we enjoyed for over 20 straight years.
Think about it like this:
30 years.
you begin the week. Well, I guess technically 2 weeks ago now. You begin with the win against Tennessee, launching Syracuse back into discussions on a national level.
Yeah,
You
quad one win.
you struggle with the St. Joe's team you shouldn't have struggled with, frankly, either.
Didn't bother me that much.
And then you
They won.
lay the egg against Hofstra.
And then
and-
come out against Mercyhurst last night and let them hang around all game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the spread in that game was, but it should have been like 25 probably.
I can look that up technically. if you give me a second here.
And, so I don't know. I mean, we're obviously not going to fire anybody in season and everything, but my patience is wearing really thin with Red Autry. And I love the guy. He was a great player for Syracuse. And like I said, he can obviously build a roster in this new age of college sports because our roster is fantastic.
Yeah. So I use a website for how I research college basketball stuff. I can't get the exact line, but they put the line should have been at 23.5.
Yeah.
So
We won by what, 12 or 13?
won by 14. So yeah. To piggyback though, Mercyhurst, they are a former Division II institution.
First year
rival,
Division One.
second year.
Oh, second. Not
Former
eligible for the tournament.
rival. Well, I guess technically still rival with my alma mater.
Right, and they just came in and gave Syracuse a go at the
Yeah.
Dome.
Yeah. So
What do you think would happen if Gannon came to town?
Gannon actually made D2 history this past week on defense, so I don't know. That's the scary part is I don't know.
Maybe they'd make a
Gannon
game out of it.
Gannon-
That's the problem.
Gannon now holds the Division II men's basketball record for 48 forced turnovers in a single basketball
What was
game.
it oh, wow. Good.
48.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so that should maybe tell you all you need to know, maybe a little bit how that might go. I don't know.
What was the attendance last night? Because on TV there was like nobody.
Yeah, somebody texted me and goes like, "You see this? It looks like there's only like 2,000 people there." I'm like, I don't know. I like.
If you got a good Syracuse team, people are going to show up for every single game.
Yeah.
But when they lose confidence,
Yeah, I've been to a few games now, obviously, in the past couple of years during all this. Look, the students are off campus right now, obviously, for the holidays and stuff like that. But I remember going to ones, obviously, before this recent run. And, yeah, obviously you wouldn't be packing it like you would with the students there, but there was always still good enough crowds. And
I'm talking straight mid-court,
no, that's what
15 open seats all the way up.
that's what I'm getting at. Now, like, especially in the past few years, it's been like you're one of like maybe 10,000 if you're lucky. Like, it's crazy.
Kyle, you cover this team every time they play. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, when I saw that they were losing to that team, what is it, Hofstra? Hofstra.
New York City.
I just laughed. It's like, because like just when you think they're like turning the corner and this might be the year, they have that setback, that kind of loss, and like you said, it's at home. And then last night, yeah, I thought it'd be more of a blowout as well, and then they hung around in the second half, as you mentioned. So yeah, I get the disappointment, and I agree. Adrian Autry should be more on the hot seat, and I think a lot of fans are thinking that.
Yeah, it's sad to say, but that's how I feel. And did you see the end of the Hofstra game? The worst call of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
Bad calls, but the one on Kai and Anthony when he drove was the worst call of all time.
I think my main beef with that is the fact that I saw fans trying to use that as the excuse. I'm like, that's not the excuse.
Right.
Like,
But,
yeah.
And that's another thing that makes me kind of anti-Autry is like they were down that game, and then when there was like 3-4 minutes left and the time was running out, they turned it on and they were ready to flip the switch. But you can't wait that long against a team like that because things like a bad call can go the other way, and all of a sudden your comeback's over and it's just a loss.
Yeah. Yep. And I know yesterday was 12,258.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, move back to Manly. It's not even there anymore.
Well, it is, but they'd be playing on. Well, to be fair, they play on the football turf anyway. But yeah, just brutal. So, All right. I think that about does it.
Yep.
We got obviously next week, Thursday. We won't be here. It's Christmas, so
Come on, let's come in there.
well, don't worry. We aren't going anywhere. We'll be here Tuesday afternoon next week for our picks and discussion on stuff. So, no worries. We'll still be in your feeds and everything like that for next week. Just a couple days early for the holiday.
Maybe a little earlier in the day too.
Yeah, I think
Maybe late morning.
that's something we could probably do. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say? 11? 10? 11?
Yeah, 11 works.
I like 11.
11? All right. 11 it is. Book it. 11 a.m. next Tuesday. Special time, special day. Love that. So we'll meet everybody then and talk about whatever else is happening. So, oh, by the way, because I know we have a local audience here a little bit and everything. Back on the airwaves tonight for
High school
high school basketball.
First broadcast of the year for
Yeah.
the FL1 Sports team.
Yep. Myself, Nate Sharman from Arthur L. Baker. Looking forward to it. Whitman and Minders. So
I
always
got the line at Minders minus 11.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because what Minders did against Paul Mac the other night, or was it Midlakes?
Yeah.
Mid-Lakes beat them.
Yes.
Mid-Lakes 4-1 now.
Yep. That caught me off guard, but then at the same time, Marcus Whitman is really struggling this year. So, I mean, he might be right, but maybe it's a little lower. I don't know.
I will say this, though. These are two teams that in the past few years have played each other tough every single time. So,
They've both been mediocre.
Way different rosters.
true. I
Last
know.
couple years.
We go back a couple weeks ago to when Minders and Waterloo played in Seneca Falls. It was a close game, great atmosphere. Minders won. You thought, boy, look at both these teams are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, they've proven the opposite. And I wouldn't be surprised when the power rankings come out on Monday if both of those teams are out of the power rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not keeping up with the Geneva and Newark, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, so you got Lions, Geneva, Newark, and then maybe Wayne can squeeze in there, and Honeoye might be the next deck. But that's the top. Those are the
Yeah.
teams that I think are legitimate sectional contenders.
Yeah.
And then I think you got the rest, and I don't even think Minders or Waterloo is in the top half of the rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I've seen so far, which has been disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. It's going to be, and I mean, obviously, Kyle kind of mentioned it. Midlakes now at this point, I think you have to consider for sure a little bit. I mean, I think.
I don't know. They beat Minders. Big
Well,
deal.
no, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remember what class I saw Midlakes in because they're kind of one of the ones that. So are they B1? So I mean, they're there with Minders and Waterloo
B1
then.
and B2. Is that what they're doing
Yeah.
this year? One and two and B and
Yeah.
then 3Cs?
Yeah. So
Have to look at that.
if that's the case, I think Midlakes should for sure probably be above them. So just the 2 cents, I guess.
Anyways, it's still early, but Minders Waterloo did not do themselves any favors in their past couple outings.
It's true. Yep. So, hey, plenty of basketball to be played, though, including tonight, 7 o'clock. So, tune in. We'll be on the FL1 YouTube channel. I'm going to fire up Mixler as well, so we'll be across a couple different platforms so people can tune in and listen and have a good little holiday hoop action here going on.
Now, if you're watching and you want to sync up our audio with the school's webcast video, then you want to watch on YouTube because then you can pause it and let it catch up.
Correct,
If you
yeah.
listen on Mixler,
It'll jump back.
you won't be able to go back far enough.
Yeah. So, we'll, it's one of those things, process of what the new world we live in, but so be it.
We're figuring it out.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for listening and tuning in. Back at it again next Tuesday, 11 a.m. You can find the FL1 Sports Podcast here on FingerLakes1.com, the FL1 YouTube channel, and all major podcasting platforms. Good luck with your picks, everybody, this weekend. We'll talk again next week.